Part 2, Chapter 7, Geography. Topic number 8.4.3, Bar Splits and Tombolo. These are ridges of sand, pebbles, or muds. Bar is a such a ridge which has joined two headlands cutting across a bay. Sandbars that obtain a length of hundred of kilometers are called offshore bar or long source bars. Offshore bars may enclose a water body to form a lagoon such as Chilka Lake and Pulicat Lake in India. Lagoons are referred as khayals in Kerala if bars are formed in such a way that one end is linked to land and other end project into the sea. They are called the splits. A connecting bar that joins two landmass mainland to the land is known as tombolo. Topic number 8.5, Types of the coast. Coastline are divided into two basic types. First, coastline of submergence. Second, coastlines of emergence. Topic number 8.6, Coastlines of submergence. Coastlines of submergence are formed in coastal areas which have become lowered below the current sea level. The cause is rise in sea level as consequence of the ice melting since the ice age. This group included Ria fjords, estuarine, and Dalmatians or longitudinal coast. Ria coast. Ria coast is found when a non-glaciated highland coast becomes submergent and valley filled with seawater. Thus, these submergent valleys are often V-shaped valley. This type of coast is found in the northern western Spain and the southern western Ireland. Second, B. Fjords coast. A fjord is a narrow, high-walled, and very long submerged glacier valley. Fjords are formed when a descending glacier carves a U-shaped valley into a bedrock. When these fjords are submerged, fjord coast is formed. C. Dalmatian or longitudinal coast. These coasts are formed when a mountain ridge running parallel to the sea coast is submerged. In this mountain range become the chain of island resemble patches on body of Dalmatian rocks. D. Estuarine coasts are the coast where lowland coasts are submerged, flooding rivers. These entrants are sand and silt-free. Thames of Britain are example of such types of coast. Topic number 8.7, Coastline of submergence. Coastlines of emergence. Uplift or emergent coast are coast where the coast has been raised due to the fall in the sea level or rise of the crust, and the ocean waves are now eroded lower level. A. Emerged upland coast. An emerged highland coast is formed when the coastal plateau land are raised above the sea level. The chief feature of emerged upland coast is raised beach of cliff line, which now found above the present zone of the wave action. The northern part of the west coast of the India is an example of emerged upland coast. B. Emerged lowland coast. An emerged lowland coast is produced by the uplift of the part of the neighboring continent self. The chief features of an emergent lowland is split lagoons, marshes, and beaches. The coastline of Kerala and Tamil Nadu are example of an emerged lowland coast. Topic number 9, glacial landforms. A moving mass of ice and snow is called glacier. Glaciers are formed when there is net year of accumulation of snow. That is when the amount of snow that fall in the winter is greater than the amount of the melt away in the summer. Snow keeps on accumulation in the layer one above the other. Its overlying pressure is applied to the underlying snow. It is so great that the snow is no lower layer becomes granular, hard, and compact. The pressure also quicken the melting point of some the snow, which on referring is star turning into a granular ice. Again, it is the pressure of the overlying layer, which makes the solid mass of the ice mobile. While thus glacier is formed through the process of accumulation, compaction, and recrystallization of snow. The movement of the glacier is a very slow, and it moves from the few centimeters of to a few meters in a day. Topic number 9.1: Action of the glacier. There are the three main types of glacier erosion: blocking, absorption, and freezing through. Plucking is when meltwater from the glacier freezes around lumps of cracked and broken rocks. When the ice moves downhill, rocks is plucked from the back walls. Absence is when rock frozen to the base and the back of the glacier scrapes and the bedrock freezes through is when melt water or rain get into cracked into bedrock. Usually, the bed wall at night, the water freezes, expand, and causes the cracks to get larger. Eventually, the rock will break away. Erosional work of glacier. Erosion by the glacier is tremendous because of fraction caused by the sheer weight of the ice as the glacier moves over the land. It drags rock fragment, gravel, and the sand along with it. These rocks fragment become efficient erosion tool when with their help glacier scraps and scores the surface rock with which it comes in contact. The action of the glacier leaves behind the scratches and globes on rocks. Glacier can cause significant damage to even an unweathered rock and can reduce the high mountain into low hills and plains. Topic number 9.2: The landform created by the glacier erosion. Topic number 9.1.1: Critique or the quarry. This is an armchair shaped hollow found in the side of the mountain. Topic number 9.1.2: Arete. This is a narrow knife edge ridge separating two carriers. Topic number 9.1.3: Pyramid peaks. These are formed when three or more carriers form in the side of the one mountain. Topic number 9.1.4: Taran. This is a lake found in a quarry. Topic number 9.1.5: Birds churned. These forms when the crevasse or wide crack open along the head walls of the glacier, most visible in the summer when the covering in snow is gone. Topic number 9.1.6: You say valleys. The glacier does not carve a new valley, like the river, but deepened glacier movement widened a pre-existing valley by smoothing away the irregularities in the process. The glacier border side of the valley and form a U-shaped valley. Such a valley is relatively straight, has a flat floor and nearly vertical slides. Topic number 9.1.7: Hanging Valley. Just like tributary streams of river, there are tributary glacier also which joins the major glacier after the moving over their mountainous path. These tributaries glacier like the main glacier carve U-shaped valley. However, they have less volume of the ice than the main glacier, and thus their rate of erosion is less rapid. As a result, these valleys are smaller and not as deep as that of the main glacier. Due to the difference in deepening, the valley of the tributary glacier is left at the higher level than that of the main glacier. The valley of the tributary glacier just look like hanging down toward at the point of its confluence with the main valley. This type of the topographical feature is called the hanging valley. This feature visible when ice is melted in the both the valley. When the ice is in the hanging valley melt, a waterfall is formed at the point confluence of the stream with the mainland. Topic number 8, 9.1.8: uh, Truncated spruce. In the process of carving the sides of it valley, a glacier eroded or tourniquets the lower end of the ridge that extend into the valley. These ridges that have triangular effect facets produced by glacier erosion at their lower end are termed as a truncated spruce. Topic number 9.1.9. Paternoster Lakes. A series of the torn lakes resemble a string of the player's beads are known as Paternoster Lakes. Topic number 9.1.10. Rocky Mountain. Rocky Mountain is a rock hill saved by the passage of the ice to give a smooth up ice side, straw side, and a rough plugged surface on the down ice side. Lee side. Topic number 9.2. Glacial landform resulting from the depositing glacier carry along their base of the rock fragment they have scraped and plucked from the underlying bedrock. These forms are features of the glacier glacial lowlands. The landforms created by the glacier erosion are topic number 9.2.1. Boulder clay or the glacial tilt. The unescorted course and the fine debris dropped by the melting glacier is called the glacial tilt. Sorry, tilt. Topic number 9.2.2. Outwash deposit. Some amount some amount of rock debris small enough to be carried by the some such meltwater streams is washed down, and deposits such as fluvial deposit are called the outwash deposit. Unlike till deposit, the outwash deposit are roughly stratified and assorted. Topic number 9.2.3. Heritage. When boulders of the considerable size are deposited far from their origin, they are known as the eradicates. They have been transported and deposited by the glaciers. Topic number 9.9.2.4. Morainias. When glacier ice melt, different types of rock are laid down that have been carried along by the glacier. Piles of these deposits are called the moraines. Different type of moraines. The terminal moraines are the found at the terminus of the furthest end point reached by a glacier. Lateral moraines are found deposited along the side of the glacier. Medial moraines are found at the junctional between the two glaciers. Ground moraine are the disorganized piles of the rock of the various shapes and size and of different rocks types. Topic number 9.2.5. Plains and kettles. As the moraines zones deposits melting water emerge from the glacial rapid in the form of steam. These steam carry load of the suspended material as the water moves, as soon lose its velocity and load carrying capacity, and it drop most of the wet load. As a result, a broad surface of the stratified draft is formed, which is called the outwash plains. This basin of depression found between the outwash plains are called the cataclysms. Topic number 9.2.6. Cameras. Rounded malt hills of the fluvial deposit are known as camels. Topic number 9.2.7. Escarus. In our glaciated areas, sinuous ridge of the sand and gravel are known as eskers. They mark as a former site of the subglacial melt water stream. Topic number 9.2.8. Drumlins. Drumlins are elongated hill of the glacier deposit. Glacier deposit. They can be 1 kilometer long and the 500 meters wide, often occurring in a group. A group of the dumplings is called the dumpling swans or a basket of the eggs. These would have been part of the debris that have been carried along then the accumulated under the ancient glacier. The long axis of the dumplings indicate the direction in which the glacier was moving. The dumpling would be have been deposited when the glacier become overloaded with the sediment. However, glaciologists still disagree as the exactly how they were formed. Topic number 10. Landform by the action of the wind, also called the alluvian winds. Wind is also an important agent of the disintegrations. Wind action is mostly limited to arid and semi-arid areas of the world where the absence of the vegetation cover and the presence of the extensive distort rock to help in the erosional transportation and depositions processes. There is a definition pattern of the location of the world desert. Almost all the desert are confined within the 50 to 30 degree north and the south longitudinal band, also known as wind belt. Aridity is a result of the lack of water, which is dependent on the main annual rainfall. These areas are affected by the cold current. These cold current ensure that there is a little moisture available to condense and the form cloud. The coast of the West, North, South American and African displays such as condition continentally is also major reason for the development of the arid and semi-arid condition. Arid descendings from mountain areas, warm and rise of the by comparisons, little rainfall form and it result in aridity. Central area of the continent are also dry because air moving over land masses does not absorb large amount of water vapor. About one third of the land surface of the world can be classified as arid, semi-arid or dry. The major desert regions of the world included the Sahara Desert, Arabian Desert, Kalahari, Namib, Atacama Desert, Great Australian Desert, Desert of the Southwest USA and Mexico. The combined effect of the erosional activity of the wind and water and in arid and semi-arid regions give rise to the following types of surfaces: agra, sandy or the true desert. The agra is the Sahara and the South Arabia, known as Kum. In the Turkmenistan are the true sandy desert. They consist of vast, almost horizontal sand sheet on the regular dunes lines or of an undulating sand areas. Sand sea. Stony desert is an stony desert horizontal sheet or is of smoothie and angular gravel cover with a surface. It is known as rag in the Algeria and Syria in Libya and Egypt. Badlands. Badland is any landscape characterized by the deep descent, ravines, gullies, and sharp edges, ridges. The name has been given after the arid area in South Dakota, USA. Hamoda or Rocky Desert. It consists of large areas of sand and dust with patches of bare rocks. These bare rocks are perfectly smooth and unpolished. This type of desert in Sahara is known as Hamada Desert. Mountain desert are some of the found in the highland mountain ranges and the plateau areas. The Ahargars Mountains and the Tiberias Mountain of the Sahara are example of these deserts. Topic number 10.1: Mechanism of the wind action in desert. Attribution. Attributions. When wind browning particles roll against one another is collision. They wear some each other so that their size are greatly reduced and converted into finer material. Deflations. The complete blowing away of fine dust leaving coarse and heavier material is known as deflations. As a result of deflation, larger hollow known as a blowout are formed. Deflate and deflation also expose bedrock to the wind, abrasion, corrosion. There are the numerous blowout, deflation, hollow, and in the valley of the Nile. Abrasion or the corrosion. In the process of abrasion, wind pick up the dust and sand and drip them with a tremendous force against the rock. In fact, in the desert and the semi-desert areas, the wind carry with them a numerous quantity of sand, dust, and small angular fragments which act as a tool of erosion as they strike against the rock surface. By the process, the less resistant rock are eroded and the time completely warm away. The while the hard and very resistant rock are polished and smooth to the remarkable degree. Topic number 10.2: Erosional landform wind. Topic number 10.2.1: Venti fact or the Dracantas. These are stones that are received one or more highly polished, flattened facet as a result of erosion by wind blown sand. The facet are the cut in sequence or correlate with the dominant wind direction. As one surface is cut, the stone may become out of balance and may turn to expose another surface to the wind. A venti fact that has been eroded to the three carved facets is called the Dracantus. Topic number 10.2.3: rock pedestals or the mushroom rocks due to the presence of the outer layer of the soft and hard rock and effect of the sand blasting by the wind. On these features with irregular edges are formed grooves and hollows are cut into the rock surface. Carving them are fantastic pillars called the rock pedestals. Topic number 10.2.4. Yardangs. Yardangs is a streamlined hills carved from the bedrock of the any collision of the or semi-collision material by the dual action of the wind, erosion, dust and sand and deflation. Topic number 10.2.5. Zeusons are the formed by the wind abrasion where the surface layer or of hard rock is underlain by the layer of the soft rock into the ridges and the furrow landscape. Ridges are called the regions, which may be as high as 100 feet. Ultimately, they are undercut and gradually warm up. Topic number 10.2.6. Mesis and the British Mesa is a Spanish word meaning table is a flat table like a landmass, very resistant horizontal top layer and the very steep sides with continued deterioration through the ages. Mesas are reduced to the flat-topped hills called buttes. Topic number 10.2.7. Inselvogts. Inselvogts is a German word for the island mountain has been widely adopted to describe the steep side hills or the solid rock rising abruptly from the plains level ground. They are made up of the granite. Inselvogts in the arid region are called the bombardates. Topic number 10.3. A depositional landform wind. The main depositional landform of the wind are sand dunes and the looses. The ripple marks are the small scalp deposition features of the sand. This pattern produced an unconsolidated sediment by the agent of the erosion, like the wind ripples may be either longitudinal or the transverse. Sand dunes, these are the mount or the ridges of the wind-blowed sand. The dunes are generally mobile. These are the wide variations in their shape, size, and structure. On the average, their height ranges between a few meters to 20 meters. But there is some sand dunes which are more than the several hundred meters of the height and 5 to 6 kilometers in the land. Dunes are the most well represented in the edge desert of broad flat areas of desert. There are the many types of sand dunes. The two most important dunes are birchens and the longitudinal dunes, which are described in detail. Birchens, they are crescent shape and the sand dunes produced by the action of the wind predominantly from one direction. This type of dunes possesses two horns that face downward and with the steeper slope known as the slip face facing away from the wind, and they gradually migrated from the wind, and as a result erosion the windward side and deposition on the leeward side. Longitudinal dunes self in Arabic meaning short dunes. Short dunes. These are long straight dunes and are parallel to the wind directions, formed in a region where the wind blew from from more than one direction in a region with an abrupt supply of the sand. Topic number 10.3.1. Lucid is a fine-grained material that has been transported and deposited by the wind. The sediments come from the glacial outwash plains where the glacial deposits are found. Particles are silt and clay or from the desert areas that there have been little vegetation to anchor small particle. Prevailing wind patterns blowing across these environments can produce thick deposits of the Luises downward of the area in China, such yellows and the wind browny dust from the Gobi Desert is called the Hongtu, the yellow earth. Topic number 10.4. Fluvial desert landforms. Deposit being a dry climate and the arid and semi-arid region are also influenced by the action of the water. Running water is an also important external agent of the for landform development in desert. Through rate rare, the rainfall is intense in it effective on the lightly vegetative cover region of the desert and produce abrupt runoff. The occasional rainfall in a desert result in a flash flood, loose gravels, sand, and Sand and fine dust are swept down the hillside. They cut deep gullies and ravines, forming badlands topography. The jungles present a typical example of badlands. Some of the important landforms resulting from the fluvial action in desert are the pediment, bajra, and pias. Uh, Plias. Topic number 10.4.1, Vedis. In the desert, the water flow during the flood so strong that it cut the ground and carry away the soil material. The result is creating of the wide channel called the Vedis. These remain dry from the most of the times. Topic number 10.4.2, Pediments. It is an erosional plains formed as a base of the surrounding mountain scrap. Topic number 10.4.3, Bajoda. It is a depositional feature made up of the alluvial material laid down by the seasonal streams. These are known as depositional plains. Topic number 10.4.4, Playas. A shallow playas lake may form in the central basin of the desert from the abundant rainfall on the rare occasional due to the evaporation and infiltration, and the water in the lake are present for the only few days or weeks. The dry flat lake bed and remain is called the payas. Sorry, playa. These lakes are temporary in nature. Topic number 11, crushed topography in the rock like limestone of the or dolomite rich in the calcium carbonate. The surface water as well as the groundwater through the chemical process solution and the precipitation develop variety of landform. These are the two processes of the solution. Precipitation are the active in limestone or limestone on dolomites occurring either exclusively or interbedded with each other rock. Any limestone or the domestic regional slowing a typical landform produced by the action of the groundwater through the processes of the solution and deposition is called the cart topography. Word come from the cart region of the Adriatic Sea coast in the Croatia, Yugoslavia, where the such formation are notable. This region is made of limestone, where the underground water is the most active agent of the gradation. Topic number 11.1, Erosional landforms. Topic number 11.1.1, Sinkhole, Shallow holes, drolins, and the Uvius Valley sink. A sinkhole is a surface depression or the hole is a region limestone terrain. Sinkholes can range in size from few feet or the meter to over 100 meter to 300 meter deep. A sinkhole can even collapse through the roof of the underground caverns and the form and what is known as the collapse sinkhole. Gradual enlargement of the sinkhole due to the continuous dissolution of the limestone result in a coalescing of the closed spaced sink holes into a one large hole, which is called the shallow holes. Further enlargement of the shallow holes are due to the continuous solution result in a larger depressions, which has been dolines in a crest erosion. Uvules are the extensive depression. Larger uvules have been seen to cover several square kilometers within the depth of the 20 to 100 meters. They have been formed due to the coalescence of the several dolens due to the continuous solution and the enlargement of the dolens or due to the collapse of the upper roof of the large cavity from the underground or the due to the coalescence of the various sinkholes. Topic number 11.1.2, Lapis. It is a weathered limestone surface found in a crest region and consisting of etched fluted with pinched rock pinnacles separated by the deep grooves. The ridge surface is formed by the solution of rock along the joint and areas a greater solubility by water containing carbonic and the humic acid. Topic number 11.1.3, Caves in areas where there are alternate bed of the rock shales, sandstone, quadratites with the limestone or the dolomites in between, or in areas where the limestone are dense, massive, and occurring as thick bed. Cave formation is prominent. Water percolates down either through the material or through the cracks and joint and move horizontally along the bedding planes. It is along these bedding planes that a limestone dissolve and the long and the narrow or two wide gap called the cave result. There are can be maze of the cut at the different elevation depending upon the limestone bed and the intervening Rock cave normally have an opening through which cave stream are discharged. Cave having opening at the both end are called the tunnels. Topic number 11.2, depositional landform. Topic number 11.2.1, stalactites and the stalagmites. They are the major depositional features formed the caverns in the limestone region. The water containing limestone in the solution seeps through the roof of the caverns in the form of a continental chain of drop. A portion of the water dropping from the ceiling get evaporated and a small deposit of the limestone is left behind the roof. The process continues. The deposit of the limestone grow downward the like pillars. These forms are called the stalactites. When the remaining portion of water dripping from the roof of the cavern falls on the floor of the part of it again evaporated and small deposited limestone is left behind. The deposit grows upward from the floor of the cavern. These types of depositional feature are called the stalagmites. As the process grow, both the stalactites and the stalagmites often to join together to form vertical column and the pillars in the caverns. Topic number 12, economic significance of the karst region. The karst region are often barren, porosity of rocks and absence of the surface drain makes vegetation grow difficult. Therefore, these regions support short term and the poor grasses. However, limestone vegetation is a tropical region, luxuriant because all of the year round rainfall lead only mineral important in karst regions. Lead occurs in veins in association with limestone. In addition to this, limestone is used as building material as a coral for the cement and industries. And here our chapter is completed now.